Hi, my name is Edmund. I'm the Director of Product Development for Maclaren, and I'm here today to talk to you about some of our newest innovations. One specifically is the Global Safety Standard that we have created. A lot of people don't know this, but there was no real thing called a Global Safety Standard. It's a standard that Maclaren actually has developed ourselves. We went all throughout the world where there were voluntary and mandatory safety standards, and we tried to harmonize them as one into one global safety standard. This is something that no other stroller company has done before. It's something that Maclaren actually led the way on. Now, there's a lot of innovations that went into making this work, but what I'll do is I'll point out some of the ones that are probably most obvious to you. One of the things you may notice when you're looking at our buggies is that they come with high visibility red brakes. And those are so that while you're standing up high, you can look down and see the brakes, as well as know exactly where to put your foot. Another thing you'll notice is an integrated tether strap. It can be mounted left or right. It's not for jogging and it's not for running. It's actually to allow you to keep your hands on the buggy at all times. Another important safety feature that Maclaren led the way with is a 5-point safety harness. And the most important part about our 5-point safety harness is that it requires a pinch, both front and back, to release the harness. That prevents children from accidentally releasing themselves, so it requires the parents to pinch front and back. And probably the most radical of all of our changes in the Global Safety Standard would be our infant system. That's a protective head and foot barrier that's incorporated in all of our from-birth buggies. And I'll demonstrate that really quickly for you. First, you'll notice right underneath here, underneath the foot barrier, is a built-in pocket. You simply pull the foot barrier out, attach it with the press studs at the side, and that makes up the foot barrier. And then also incorporated in the back is a head barrier. So I'll just flip that forward. And then when I recline the buggy, you can see that I have a head and a foot barrier incorporated in. One of the questions I get is, well, why do we need this from-birth system? Most parents actually don't harness them into the buggy. What this protective infant system does is prevents children from sliding out the front or from sliding out the back. But this protective head and foot barrier prevent that from happening. There are hundreds of changes that went into the Global Safety Standard. I went over a few of those today to assure that your child is as safe as possible.